you give the president a lot of grief about Benghazi because you feel he's lying, the administration's lying about
Yeah,
what's going on.
I really believe they are misleading.
They're covering up something.
Right.
Now, I want to ask you about Iraq and Afghanistan. You know, after 9/11, we went into Afghanistan for one purpose only: find bin Laden, kill him. But for some reason, that didn't happen during Bush's administration. In fact, he got picked up and was taken to Pakistan, where he lived comfortably for several years there. And eventually, it was Obama who discovered where it was and took care of him.
The president deserves credit for that.
And in that meantime, for some reason, we went to war in Iraq over weapons of mass destruction that apparently didn't exist. So to me, that was a lie. And it bothers me that, you know, you complain a lot about 4 dead Americans in Benghazi, but look what's happened to our military in Afghanistan, which is still there, which I don't understand why they're still there.
I got you.
And I don't understand why did so many Americans have to die in Afghanistan, excuse me, Iraq for so long? Because, you know, it bothers me also the fact that these veterans come back, they have an unemployment rate that's higher than the general public. Suicide rate in the military is at an all-time high.
Gotcha. Can I tell you my view of what we should be doing? How many of you believe that after 9/11, we had to go into Afghanistan and dislodge the Taliban because they gave safe haven to Al-Qaeda, right? How many of you believe if we lose after 12 years and the Taliban come back, we're going to get hit again? How many of you believe that Pakistan has nuclear weapons, and if Afghanistan goes bad, Pakistan is right behind it? So I don't want to withdraw from Afghanistan totally. I want to listen to my generals. They say if you leave 10,000 troops behind, 4,000 NATO, 10,000 U.S., we can end this war well. I've been to Afghanistan dozens of times, and I can tell you the Afghans are better fighters than the Iraqis. They will kill everybody in the room. That problem is not killing people, they just kill everybody. We're going to have to find a way to make that army stronger and better, and they're getting stronger and better. The best way to contain radical Islam is to empower people over there so they don't come here. So when we leave Afghanistan, if we don't leave an insurance policy force behind, we're going to have Iraq on our hands, right? You saw what happened in Iraq when we left. Al-Qaeda is coming back in Syria and Iraq. This is a complicated world. How many of you believe President George W. Bush was a good president? How many of you believe he was not so good? Good. This is a great issue. We're going to have a campaign over this. I'm in the Bush camp. I like Bush. I like the idea that we're going to understand who our friends are and we're going to go after our enemies. Saddam Hussein being killed, the world's better off. We were inside the 10-yard line, and it breaks my heart that all those kids who fought in Iraq, that it all went bad because Obama didn't have the guts to see it through and leave behind a small force that would have secured this. So me and you are on different wavelengths here. Me and you agree probably on a lot of issues domestically, about limited government, Obamacare, about a flat tax, you know, sales tax. But here's where I guess we disagree. I believe that the only way America can maintain its safety in this dangerous world is to be strong militarily and to have alliances and not flinch when it gets tough. I'm sorry it's so hard. I don't know why these people are crazy. They just are. I can't explain to you bin Laden. He was rich, not poor. If you think this is about poor people, you're crazy. These people who are Al-Qaeda leaders buy into the idea religiously they got to kill us all. Well, here's what I'm going to answer. You will not hurt my country again. And if there's an American citizen who wants to help these guys, then you should go to jail or you should get killed in the act of helping these guys. I believe we're at war. How many of you believe we're at war with radical Islam? We're not fighting somebody. I'm not going to talk to them. We're not fighting somebody who robbed a liquor store. We're fighting people who have a religious mandate to take over the world. And we cannot afford to come in second.
Sounds like you were indefinite war there.
Indefinite security, sir. If you think September the 10th, we used your motto. In September the 10th, the world was the way you wanted in Afghanistan. Not one soldier, not one penny, not one ambassador. It did not work out. How many times do we have to have Americans killed before you realize leaving them alone doesn't mean they're going to leave us alone?
Therefore,
Therefore,
what is the rationale in the decimation of the armed forces of the United States of America. We have lost hundreds of thousands of men being forced out of the service, trained pilots, academy graduates, people been trained for a career in the armed forces, and we're turning them loose by the thousands.
Can we end on this? Can we end on this one?
No, one more.
One more question.
It's my meeting. We will end on this thought. Liberals hate the military being strong. Liberals want to make more decisions for you in Washington and less in Spartanburg. Liberals want to give everybody health care on their terms, not yours. Guns versus butter. Obama ran as a centrist, and he is a wide-eyed liberal. Name one liberal who hasn't tried to do what he's doing. Gutting the military to buy more butter. Guns versus butter. Are you really surprised that this administration sees national security as an afterthought, as a problem they really don't want to deal with? Our libertarian friends and our far left have joined together to gut the military. And the only thing between us and them is the Ronald Reagan Republican and a few, maybe Scoop Jackson Democrats like Joe Lieberman. So, sir, you're seeing playing out in front of your eyes a liberal's dream. Owning the presidency, the House and the Senate, taking over health care, displacing the private sector, managing the economy from top to bottom, and taking the military and gutting it. Don't be surprised what happens to your country when the most liberal people run it. That's what we're suffering right now. Now, how do you stop it? You get control of the Senate. That helps you stop them. In 2016, no, 2016. How many of you believe we can win the White House? How many of you believe we can win the White House?
All right. What this guy's referring to, I think what we're seeing is blowback. Al-Qaeda is stronger than ever, and I think it's because we're messing around there. We shouldn't have been over there. But anyways, let's have an honest conversation about this.
Okay.
We honestly, straightforward answer this. Do we still have a constitutional republic, and has the military-industrial complex that Dwight D. Eisenhower taken over America?
We have a constitutional republic because the men and the women in the military have protected us all from an enemy who would destroy our republic. The reason we're safe today having this conversation is not because of libertarian philosophy, but because of a strong national defense. We have an America that can elect its leaders and chart its destiny only because people have died.
I'm sorry.
And I will tell you,
he made
sir.
a charge that was untrue.
Sir.
I want to speak to this, please.
Yeah.
He said then it was a lie. It wasn't a lie. I'm sorry.
No, Bush did not lie to us.
He did not lie.
Where are the weapons of mass destruction?
We
Every
actually
nation thought
Somebody lied.
Where are they at?
Let's stop. Let's stop this. I'll tell you lie.
this is healthy.
Hey,
it is healthy. Yeah.
How many of you think Bush lied to us?
Not purpose.
All right. How many of you think Bush thought what most people in the world did? Saddam was trying to get weapons of mass destruction.
Yes.
How many of you think that Saddam
Did he
had
have
them and sent them somewhere else?
Okay, where'd they go then?
I think they went to Syria.
Oh, do you have any proof? Do you have any proof they went to Syria?
Here's what I got proof of. If you let radical Islamists have weapons, they will use them. If you let radical Islamists regroup, they will attack us. If you got the military, we'll pay a price. If you don't understand what America is all about in terms of national security before everything else, you made the mistake for the ages. I'm tired of the Jimmy Carter or Barack Obama model. I want to get back to the Ronald Reagan model. Elect me, I'll help you get there.